name's Stelling here at Universal Hyundai. Today's car review is on the 2014 Azera Limited. We have the panoramic sunroof. We have the HID headlights, which stand for high intensity discharge headlights. Pretty much a bright headlight like LED lights are, very bright and white headlight. So this car is right in between the Sonata and the Genesis. So it's a luxurious car if you're in the market for leather, navigation, things like that. This is the car you might be interested in. It's a V6, produces up to 293 horsepower, about 19 miles per gallon in the city, 29 on the highway. So fuel economy, pretty strong on the highway. Now you have side mirrors that are electronic, so when I'm reversing, they'll tilt down to give you a better angle of the lines. Also, when you lock the car, the side mirrors will fold up, just in case you have to get into a tight parking space, or so people are not messing around with your side mirrors. Now, the leather in this car is very flawless. It's one of my favorite parts of the car. You have to sit in it yourself and feel it with your hands in order to kind of get a good idea of what I'm talking about. But the leather, they did a very good job. Now, this has the signature lights in the back for the Azera that are kind of just, it's a LED tail light that's just kind of diagonal and stretched across, in its signature way. The Azeras always had the tail lights like that, and they're actually coming out with a new Azera in 2019 where the lights are similar style. That's one of its signature things. And the 2019 one looks really nice. So that's already on YouTube. I believe there's a commercial on it if you wanted to check it out. Now, this car is one of our pre-owned cars. It's here on the lot at Universal Hyundai. Now, this car only has 37,000 miles on it for 2014. So it's taken very good care of. So if you're interested in come checking it out, I would suggest do it as soon as possible, because I'm sure this car is not going to last here, especially with this panoramic sunroof, which is very nice. Let me open it up. You also have the shades in the back, where the rear seats are, that I could put up and down on myself. If you notice, I'm putting it down right now. I'll put it back up. In most luxurious cars, you will have things of that nature. I have my USB port, my aux port, of course, Shiftronic. So I have about 7 different speeds here in the Shiftronic. I can shift over, shift up, shift down. Have ventilated seats, heated seats. I have sensors on the rear, so when I'm reversing, it will detect a metal, so it's gonna let me know. And if I'm really close to an object, the quicker the beeping sound will be, letting me know I'm getting close to it. Now, this car also has infinity speakers, a very good speaker system with tweeters. I have another speaker up here. I believe it's like 8 speakers in the car. I have my navigation, of course, with my SD card. I have dual climate control, so I can change the climate on either or side. I have electronic dimming mirror that's equipped with BlueLink and your car garage door openers. I like the uniqueness of the power seat symbols here. Usually the power seat buttons are on the bottom left side. I do have my lumbar support on my side, on the left side of my seat, but to adjust every other seating section, it's right here again on the door panel. So you have the upper part here to extend the seat out for my legs, and obviously have this bottom part here. I can tilt it, extend it, even the headrest is pretty cool. And then I have different settings, so you have the memory settings. So I can set my settings, so when I turn my car off, it will back out my seat, so I have easier access out my car and inside. And then when I turn my car on, it's gonna go back to its normal settings of wherever it's at. So I have electronic setting for my steering wheel, so I could shift it out. It's tilt microscopic, so I could put it in, put it out. You have everything in this car, so there's not too much it's lacking. You got the horsepower, the sport suspension on it. I believe it's a multi-link suspension in the back. Very comfortable. Come check us out here at Universal Hyundai. We have a lot of quality cars like this with very low mileage. Let me reiterate that it only has 37,000 miles for 2014. It's going for a very strong price. You can check us out on our website at universalhyundai.com. All of these cars have gone through inspection. It has to get certified by Hyundai, so it goes through a rigorous inspection. We do a 110-point inspection on the vehicle, meaning they check 110 parts of the vehicle. You also have the peace of mind that it has no frame damage, no airbags have ever been blown on it. We give you our Carfax and everything on it, and they've been inspected by the Hyundai mechanics. So I'm pretty sure this car was serviced here as well. So we have service records on it, and we update all the maintenance. So all the cars that get certified, they have to have at least 60% life or more. So if, say, the brakes were a little bit less than 60%, we replace the brakes. Brand new tires, everything. So this is a beautiful car. You also have your middle section here. You can put things. And the back seats have the stadium style seating, which you obviously see that it's leather. I do have my blind spot mirror here that I have as well. This has a lot of power too. I'm gonna test it out a little bit. This is a fun car. The driving dynamics of it are really good. It's front wheel drive. That's probably the only thing that it's lacking. I don't believe the Azera comes in an all-wheel drive, but here in Florida, you don't need it. So you'll be just fine with the front wheel drive and the driving dynamics of it. And it has all the other safety technology you need, like electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability control, traction control, which is going to brake each tire individually depending on what you need to be braking more. So the computer will see what path you're going on, how fast you're going, how you're turning, and if it needs to brake the inside tire more than the outside tire, it will do that for you. So it almost kind of works in all-wheel drive, but it's not. But you do have the highest safety technology on this car, and it's a very comfortable ride. So come check us out here at Universal Hyundai. Subscribe to the page at the bottom, and check out our next video, okay?
In the back, with a 27, got the